field and make a run as we just saw there.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Pulled in at the 24. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides.
A breakaway for Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check 31. Check 31. Hey, Shell. 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 Shell.
Goff now looks to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now gone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
2 for 1. 2 for 1. DC. DC. Double up.
going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Opposite. Hey, foxtrot. At 50 yards the mic. Go 50 yards the mic. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Hey, easy. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Here's Breeze to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing just outside his own goal line. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Check, 47. Not here. 5. 47's the mic.
To throw is gone. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Looking for Woods that time.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Now Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Breeze now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. His first down. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
At the 20-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. There to make the tackle, Samson Abuka. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Drew Brees does it again. 3 first-half touchdown passes for him now. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start the second half with Kamara. Good move at the 30. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Kamara. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Let's get off the field, D. Watch the eye. Kill. Turn it up.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Ready. 5-8. Mike, 58, right there. I got it.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Breeze. He's going to fire one deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big pickup of 38. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Show it up. Over.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams out here 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Let's go. Check 43. DC.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Gone. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. A gain there of 21 yards.
Partner, he got the DB on his horse on that play. He certainly sold like it was going to be a deep route before breaking it back on the comeback towards the sideline.
Here goes tonight. 20. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Super. Hey, check Mike 46. Check Mike 46. Let's go. Hey, Alpha.
Now a 1st down throw. Gone. And that one's complete to Gurley. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
76, tell him. 76. 76. Turbo, set.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Mike 46.
Again, gone. Over the middle, complete to the tight end, Higbee. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Off in the offense with a first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. Demario Davis, who was the Saints' leading tackler in his first year in New Orleans, in on the stop.
Second and 8 at the Saints' 12-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Check 9, check 9. Hard ball, hard ball.
Goff now looking to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Like 20. 46 to Mike.
In your face.
Average ball. Switch.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Second and goal at the 1-yard line.
They come out here in the I. Second and goal from the 1. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's second and 7 now from the 28.
36. That's track. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Hey, tight.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Brees. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to be be staring at a 3rd and long here.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. An update now from Northern California, up in Oakland. It's been back and forth, but the Chiefs have now taken the lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Goff will leave the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. A shotgun snap for Goff. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Super. 12.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Like 20. A bomb. Smith. 46 to Mike. What's that? Switch it. Switch it.
Now Goff on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Wait, 20. Check my 46. Hey, I'm coming after you.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They run. It's Gurley. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, Haywood. Yeah.
First throw now for the backup Bortles. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Watch 16. 76, tell him. 76. 76. Hey, 5-7.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Again, this is Kamara. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Breeze. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Ready. We're waiting.
Yes, Mike. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
17 yards. 1st down, New Orleans.
Ready. 5-8. 5-8.
Mike, 58, right there. Double dog. That's the way.
On the ground, Kamara. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
Come on. 180.
Me and you all day. I'm coming at you.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. David Onyemata there on the tackle.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Another carry now for Gurley. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4.
Check. First down. Ric Flair.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. Skirts by at the 15. 3rd and medium. They opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go. Value 1.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
3rd and 7.
The Rams on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Goff. Fighting to stay upright. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And does the big boy have the juice? And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Saints 42, Rams 14.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. 10-2 stop. Check, 47. Let's put them on the buses. Fight.
Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. But it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Bandit. Hey, Echo. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Here we go. Ready.
Bortles going to throw. He gets it to Gurley, complete. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Goff now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Goff throwing again. Right side complete. That's Woods. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Goff now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10.
Alert 3, alert 3. Value 3, value 3.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Yellow waiting. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. 65. 65.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
Again, it's Murray. And there is a flag, so a big 2nd down pickup, but will it hold? So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Following the penalty, it's Murray. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 16. Now a give. This is Murray. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
At their own 26-yard line.
Listen. 56.
On first down, it's gone. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive, going for 14 and a first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Goff now looks to throw. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
95-56.
Drew Brees with a kneel down, and that ought to do it. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game.